Hi guys, welcome back again to another YouTube video. My name is Ria and I'm a lifestyle and immigration content creator living in Dublin, Ireland. If this is your first time seeing my face, you're highly welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back again. As you guys can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about the 6 essential cards that you need to be able to transition smoothly and settle in the country, Ireland, without wasting a lot of time, without being frustrated, without asking a lot of questions. Trust me, I think you're able to figure yourself out and everything's about to be smooth for you. Either you're coming here as an international student or you're coming here to work or coming here to settle. If you'd want to know about these cards, then you should definitely stick around, okay? So the very first card that you definitely need would be the Irish SIM card. Getting an Irish SIM card actually helps you get ahead of everything that you need to do in terms of using the Google Maps, in terms of calling your family and friends, in terms of calling landlords if you need to view an apartment, in terms of attending viewings, in terms of keeping up with your colleagues, keeping up with your school, keeping up with classes, keeping up with your friends, keeping up with families. You definitely do need a SIM card if you just want to operate like a proper human being. In Ireland, I think one of the first cards that you actually do need would be the Irish SIM card. So getting an Irish SIM card is quite important. I would always recommend people to actually maybe get the SIM card at the airport when you come, but if you're not able to get the SIM card there, not a bother. You can always get the SIM card from the grocery store, from the mobile network stores itself, from even retail stores, sometimes from even cafes, sometimes even African stores. There are a couple of mobile network services that I would be recommending to everyone here. I know most times one of the SIM card that is always recommended to people that are coming here would be Leica Mobile, but permit me to be like the first person that won't recommend that SIM card to you. Although that SIM card is free, everybody knows you can easily walk into a store, pick it up. The only thing that you just need to do is to subscribe on it. I think that's about 10 euros or 15 euros, one of the two, and then you're good to go. Now the downside why I won't be recommending Leica Mobile to anybody literally would be, number one, they say that you're able to use that Leica Mobile to call people. Trust me, the minutes don't last. The minutes that you're given is not enough, and especially for international students, a foreigner coming here, you don't want to be stranded after talking to just 1 or 2 people and then you have to start recharging again. Most times the people that have used Leica Mobile, I've heard them complain and say things like, oh, I just recharged and I can't call somebody, or maybe the data is out, or maybe there is no network, so they have to recharge again, which is like doing it twice in a month, which is already as good as you going to get strong network services like 3. I would recommend 3 because I used that for over a year. I would also recommend Air. I would recommend Vodafone. Vodafone can be a little bit expensive, actually, if you're coming here as a student. You don't want to be using that amount of money to be recharging every month, and I get that. That's why I have a very sweet deal for you. And best believe these people, they didn't sponsor this video, but I'm putting it out there because I've been using it for a couple of months now. A friend actually recommended it to me. The name of the SIM card is 48. So 48 is actually under 3 that I recommended that I used before. So 48, the thing with 48 is this. First of all, it's actually very cheap. For a student, I think that you will be paying like 10 euros per month, and you have about unlimited calls, unlimited data. When I say unlimited, tested and trusted. Unlimited calls, unlimited data, unlimited text messages, and not just for people in Ireland. You can actually call anybody in any part of Europe for free. It works. You can call somebody in the UK like directly and not through WhatsApp, and you don't have to pay extra charges or roaming charges or whatnot compared to other mobile network services, right? I'm going to be leaving a link down in the description box below on how you could find 48. If you click on that link, you're able to register. So now the thing with 48 is this: you can actually get it from the comfort of your home. You don't have to go into any stores to get it if you don't want to. So all you need to do is go through that link, register, put in the address that you are in at the moment, as long as you're in Ireland, and they get it delivered to you within 2 days. I got mine in like a day. And if you don't want to change your phone number, you are already maybe using 3 like I was using 3. In short, I started using Tesco. I'm not even going to recommend Tesco to anybody. That line frustrated me. I started using Tesco, I moved to 3, and now I'm using 48, and I think I'm going to be there for a while. So yes, you can actually just just register, and then if you don't want to change your number, because the number I'm using is my Tesco number, I've just been retaining it, I don't get it changed. If you don't want to change your number, you have the liberty to retain it. If you want to change your number, you have the liberty to change it as well. You can retrieve this SIM from the comfort of your home. The charge is very, very low compared to other mobile network services, and it's very, very good, like 5G whatnot, and you actually get more for less. So now moving on to the second essential card that you definitely need would be travel card. In Ireland has like different modes of transportation. So I would say from like the buses to the luas to DATs to even taxis, you actually need to transport yourself from one place to another, maybe from your apartment to school or to the shopping center or going out to see your friends for dinner, restaurant, whatnot. You actually need to find a mode of transportation, okay? And if you're coming here as a foreigner, you actually need to get a travel card. Number one, reasons being, it is very, very cheap. Number two, it is accessible, right? If you find like the correct bus number, you can actually go to anywhere in Ireland. For students, the leap card is actually discounted compared to the adult leap cards, okay? So for students, you get to pay lesser until you're done with your school. So if you're like in any third level institution, you're definitely eligible for it. You can actually get this leap card from, let's say, stores like Central, any cafe stores that you see that has the leap card sign on it. You can walk in and get it. If you're a student, you can actually get that from your school, and it's advisable that if you're a student, you should actually get student leap card. And if you're an adult, a foreigner, then you need to get like the adult leap card, okay? And then you can also get it delivered to you at home if you don't want to like step out of your house and go and start looking for a leap card. All you have to do is just register online and it gets delivered to you. All of these things, I'm going to be leaving them down in my description box, so you should definitely check it out. With your travel leap card, you can literally go to anywhere, like your movement is kind of secured. And I think that as you're here as a foreigner, you actually need to be able to go to places. So a travel leap card is an essential one that you would actually need to get settled in Ireland, okay? The third card that you would actually need would be your college or student ID card. If you're a student, this is the card that you actually need to get before you even start classes. With this student ID card, it has like a lot of benefits and a lot of perks that come with it. When it comes to shopping, for example, like Nike store, JD Sports stores, like even Apple, if you want to maybe get like a MacBook, there are some times that they do like the whole student discount. So all you have to do is just show your student ID card and you're giving like maybe 10% off, 20% off. Aside from even all of that, there are a lot of benefits that come with having your student ID and showing that. Yeah, so your student ID card is definitely something that you need to have. Like, I don't even think you're enrolled in a school and they won't force you to come and get that ID card. It's like a form of identification, right? So moving on to the fourth card that you actually need would be the bank card. For the bank card, right, if you're coming here as a foreigner, you actually need like an account where you're able to store your money, where you're able to earn and then get it received, where you're able to spend from. And this is where like a bank card is needed. You're not just having like a bank account. There are like two major Irish banks, Bank of Ireland and AI, but there are other banks where you can actually get your account number or an IBAN from. There is the Revolut, there is N26. Just very easy if you have money with you and if you have how to spend that money with you. So a bank card, either as a foreigner or an international student, is actually one of those essential cards that you really do need for a smooth transition and settling in Ireland. And moving on to the fifth essential card that is actually very important, it's actually the PPSN card, which is also known as the Personal Public Service Number. Now you actually do need this number if you're going to work. You actually need to be registered under revenue and you actually need this number. It is extremely important if you're going to be working here, whether as a part-time worker, full-time contract. You definitely do need a PPSN number, and by having a PPSN number, you by default get a PPSN card, which is actually very important, okay? With this PPSN card or PPSN number, you're able to contribute into the government and society, for example, by paying your taxes, which also shows that, oh, this girl is contributing into our economy. So when there are like benefits, opportunities that the government gives to people that have been paying their taxes and whatnot, you're eligible to apply for these opportunities or these benefits. Do you understand what I'm saying? And applying for it, like, it doesn't take time. I don't know about now. I think now because of a lot of things that's happened in the country, everything is kind of like slower than it would normally be. But when I was in Cork, I registered physically and in under 7 days I got it delivered to my house. But I think in Dublin the whole process is different, but it still doesn't undermine the fact that once you register and everything is great, you get sent this card to your house. Most of the cards that I'm mentioning here can actually be sent to your home from your SIM card card to your lip card if you want that to be sent to you. From even like the PPSN card could be sent to you as well. Your bank card definitely can also be sent to you as well. So now the last card, which is like the major card that you actually do need. This one could probably take a while to get. You don't have to really rush if you're even a foreigner about getting this card, but it's one that you mandatorily have to get. That would be the GNIB card, which is called the Ghana National Immigration Bureau, which can also be termed as the Irish Residence Permit. So if you're coming here as an international student, your visa or your passport is going to be stamped for about a few months, but you actually do need to renew and to get like a proper Irish Residence Permit. And with every time or every year that you do renew, you're supposed to pay 300 euros for that. And how it is right now in Ireland and Dublin, especially with renewing, you just have to register an account online, upload all of your documents, and then when they have come to a conclusion and decision, they send your card, if approved, to your house and case closed. But that card is very, very important. It's as you breathing and living in the country, because without a valid Irish residence permit, you are more or less ineligible and unlikely to remain in the country. All of this card I've actually explained, spoken to you guys in here, actually have like repetitive documents that you kind of need to be able to get them. So for example, mostly your passport, your college letter, proof of address, those 3 documents I have just mentioned are kind of repetitive documents that you sort of need to be able to get most of these 6 cards that I have actually explained to you. I'm also going to be leaving quite a few useful links down in my description box as always. So you should definitely do check them out if you want further information on all of these things that I have just spoken about. And if you have any more questions, please don't forget to leave it down in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe and also hit the notification bell beside the subscribe button. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and thank you so much guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. My name is Rhea and I love you guys. Ciao ciao, bye.